No rest for the wicked. Donk in middle, 3 here, many guns for Team Spirit, and they slice NAVI up immediately. Donk does get killed, but they drop into con with a bomb, and Spirit 4v2 not sweating.
To help in the main fight. It's this dark swing from Wonderful that could secure the route to the plant. To do that, they've got to get past Magix cleanly. He's been spotted now, and Wonderful will find him. That's the plant locked in for NAVI. 2 versus 4 here. They've whittled it down. Wonderful going to hang out inside of the site. Ema watches the push up through water. And so all the fights are rolled out in front of Wonderful here. Head lopped off at the first turn, and now just Ema. P250 in his hands. But his aim's got to be true here as 3 players swing upon him. Zontic's there to put it to a quick end.
We again have this double mid setup static as they wait for NAVI to walk their way, and they've read it well once again.
Oh, Shiro playing anti.
He missed.
And that's right as Chopper went for the reposition. That is the worst possible timing that whole switch up in mid could have happened on.
Good nade.
Zontix, it's a high damage nade, but not made to withstand all 5 players for NAVI coming his way. He's cut down. Donk and Magix left up in this one. 2 on 4 as it begins, but it looks like they're backing out of this. They don't want to go any further.
Spirit are going for damage. They still have interest
anticipating the main exit too after you've last been spotted and out towards beach.
The knife's out for JL. He doesn't think that they would go round the world to this position. Donk is going to get caught, and Magix will not survive either. So 2 guns held by NAVI. That's a very efficient round for them.
All right, bit of aggression over towards main. They do have this force to break through, right? Spirit saving that forward, lets them make 2 of these kind of gamble plays. And in this round, they lean stronger out towards A. They win these fights in main. Donk Steagle delivers a turning point kill in the round. Seals that advantage for Team Spirit, and now they quickly try and change their minds. Do NAVI into this B site. Magix lies in wait. 1 kill is super valuable. Just keeping that advantage ticking over for Team Spirit. Big nade for Ema. That's going to open up the route to the plant. Zontix and Donk are both super wounded here.
Yeah, I think Shiro would have gone through that smoke on the plant, but instead he doesn't get a choice. Just gets blown out of the round, and both players low health have to hit instant headshots if this is ever going to be. But you do have Donk alive. Zontix, oh, he can't avoid the nade.
Nades are brutal.
He doesn't run back in time, and so Donk out of the round, out of the limelight, probably looking to save that AK. But NAVI are going to flush him out with a Molotov here. He's going to have to force a reposition. And oh, it's a deep molly. He's fine behind this fire. He can fight forward. Chopper swings off of him. They're trading contacts. Zontix gets 2 kills. Chopper really just playing with his food right now. That reload gives Ema a chance to isolate. And he goes in with the Glock. Chopper lets his teammate down again. Somehow Ema's recovered this. The flank is in. Donk doesn't miss that, but he will on the follow-up. 7 health. Ema's 3 kills deep. He should be dead, trying to escape, evading with that bomb, and he drops con as well. Ema is doing this all alone.
Bit just needs to hold the fort. Ema gets this plant down. Bit takes space away out towards the spawn. The bomb is not planted for Bit. And both players back in the temple. This means Ema can't die. He needs to stay in this. Bit has to get on this line in time and hold for the cross. Moving back around, Bit does get here on a good timing. Magix not aware of that, not ready for a player out past CT. And Shiro's nade falling just shy of Ema in the site.
Outside of B. Nice fight for Donk. JL found early. And that might free up a rotation here for Team Spirit if they want to re-clear middle together. Wouldn't be a bad call at 30 seconds that NAVI might have a player posted up. And that's exactly what Alexi's doing. Bomb outside A, faking this B bomb site right now. Donk trying to get more info.
Alexi creeping up. I think he made a step there, and so Donk dialed in into this mid control, gonna swing on a timing with his A players. Wonderful left is the last man here for NAVI, and look who's closing the distance. Donk is barreling towards Wonderful. Playing this all alone though, Donk. Faith in himself, sure, but it's just the dink done down range. Wonderful, low on health, but armed with his weapon of choice. Can't quite locate Shiro. And so cut down on his way to the 1v3. All pick up for Shiro as well. And it looks like he might get to put it to work straight away. There's the opening kill. Shiro lines up too as he goes in for the repeat.
Uh-oh.
Magic's ready for the spill out through main. And NAVI feeling boxed in. They need something to give here. They have this player down towards lower.
Ooh, Molly on the right side, that's going to clear a player out if it lands, and it does. Alexi in hot water. Magic's with a missed flick. Doc comes in to drop the bomb, and he's done exactly that, segregating these two players on the other side of the map.
Bit's the only one who could actually go and get the bomb as well, but he's pushed all the way through middle, so I don't see a world in which NAVI can even hope to recover this round. Bit embarking on a backstab. Looking to see if they can play into it in like the final 15 seconds, but it won't connect. Zontix, eyes on middle with Bit never spotted. B control going their way. And they're ready for this JL lurk out through dark. They know the role he was supposed to play in this B hit. And so the AWP just keeps him boxed in. Spirit with a convincing third round. It's very, very promising, the stuff we just got to see from Shiro. He knew he had to adapt and kind of rise to Donk's level if they want this to be a championship level duo.
Absolutely, and you know, if we're not talking about major finals, the biggest step up has been Shiro as an individual. Chopper again caught out in middle. Zontix doesn't run away, he knows he can't. They chase him down, tries to hold one last stand, falls and gives him yet another gun. Donk with a spray, mows down 3 and puts this round down before it gets too worrying. Although, almost. Just about for Spirit, closing that out. 4-4 now. 40 seconds on this play for NAVI. Are they really triple flanking Temple? This is a bold call, and the nade comes too late. No information for Spirit. They're in the dark.
Donk with this backstab. Strikes one from the tally. Alexi dead as he tries to take the CT spawn wrap away, and Donk's going to get here in time to lend a helping hand to Magix. Might not even need it. Magix on a tear. And there's the support waves of defense suddenly at this side of the map from Spirit.
This is 4 rounds in a row when they lost the force buy in the second round. Spirit now controlling the game, and it might get better. Pistols go again. They go fast into Temple. Chopper is here, and he falls after 1.
Double backside setup for Magix and Donk. Oh, this could get out of control. Magix tries to reel them in, but the Deeks connect. JL and Ema open up a route to the plant. That nade comes in and cuts it down for NAVI. No bomb plant, no follow-up.
Even though 2 players are A main, don't be fooled, because this is a B wrap right now for NAVI, putting a lot of pressure on Zontix. If they can force this kill, they'll make Spirit very uncomfortable. But he goes ahead of the molly. He has early warning. He goes through the smoke, and now they know the B hits in.
Just one for Donk. Zontix did win that A main fight out though, so the lurker dead for NAVI. Tips the scales in Spirit's favor. JL throws himself out into a fight, desperately looking to turn the tide. It's just the one and done, and that leaves Wonderful in a rough clutch. Makes it all the way to the Temple, but low on health. Wonderful can't miss a beat. And he's already slinked very far away. He's thinking about saving, just wants to hold on to this AWP, live to fight another day. It's the only way NAVI we're gonna have one moving forward.
Yeah, it's a reasonable call. I think that's a very hard round to win with the bomb not for you. Once he realizes he's in Temple, and they could have nades as well. The smoke comes in. It was a guaranteed round for Spirit. After NAVI started so strong.
Yeah, it was 4-1 to NAVI. They won with that force fire in the second round, but past those conversions, they've not made a dent. Chopper falling early in the round.
They've been waiting to do that play for a while. They've been throwing this mid Molotov that blooms in the window of mid and gives a gap for Chopper to push. He's only now tested the limit, and it's not gone well.
If Donk's able to confirm that mid is under-defended, and that this isn't where NAVI are heading, he had to make a play sooner rather than later. Having him in middle was taking a lot of resources away from everything else, and he got hurt in that fight. Magix is the only player at this B side of the map. Holds on with the AWP for the first, but they will get out past him in main. Shiro and Donk, 2 versus 3. This is meant to be Spirit's duo, but with Donk super hurting, it's gonna fall to the Shiro orb. And Wonderful owns this line, owns this angle, missed flash, awkward time for it, wasting precious seconds that Shiro simply doesn't have. NAVI won't allow Spirit to embark on a 7-round streak to close out this half. They break back through with a 5th round right there in round 12. This is certainly one of those games of consequence.
They're spotting everything as Spirit blanket this bomb site. Smokes it down. NAVI are out. They're going to have to play the retake. No kit, but the bomb, not for Con. So this position can be constricting. A very hard round,
especially with this smoke for NAVI. It just depends where they decide to throw it in, but it is going to go towards connector. Oh, they've reconsidered.
Gotta go.
You wonder if when they see where the bomb's planted for, does that go main way instead? And yeah, there's that smoke coming in. Kills exchanged on the push up through the spawn, but these Glocks close range can't find a thing. Shiro left, low HP. Spam had to come through and it won't. That is a quick turnaround in the pistol for NAVI.
Taken any space, but it's middle where NAVI group. Ollie goes a second too soon.
That's frustrating. NAVI were grouping up here in mid. That Molly would have slowed the roll of Spirit, might have even let them get a little more comfortable and situated in these crossfires. JL was left walking across to the double doors on a timing that NAVI simply didn't have.
Shiro, great flash to support as well. Wrecked JL. Now Spirit just trapped his
they heard the Alexi tag as well. He knows he has to kind of force a play, force a fight, and Alexi does well to get out with one. Put in an awkward position. Donk out through dark, ready for both players back at the site, and he makes it look easy. Bit moves in to a lost B site. Only armed with this FAMAS. Knows that Donk is roaming around somewhere, don't know where he's gotten to. Well, there he is! Stellar 3K, low health in that final fight.
As you said, only 4 games logged.
Well, this one today will be their 4th.
Oh, rather. All right, bash out B main here for NAVI. They're a bit committed here. Can they get out with anything? JL with the headshot. Teammate escapes, but does abandon JL in the process. He's fighting for his life right now. Magics will not give it away. 4v3, bomb secured. Spirit get to abandon ship here. They've got Chopper posted up deep middle. NAVI making a gamble. Great time to do so. Knowing that Spirit aren't recommitting to B, it would have happened already. So NAVI are in the right place to win this round. Still a man down, but a chance nonetheless.
Donk wiped off the angle at the very first swing. They learned that the AWP is entrenched here in A. Chopper trying to open up the back door on this mid lurk. Keeps the pressure on. Wonderful fights on the USP. But Magix has snuck all the way out in this downtime. Plant coming in. Heaven player can't deny it in time. Ema still going to pick up Magix eventually, and Shiro was spotted on this reposition out towards main. NAVI have all the info, every reason to take this, and Ema will lock in that trade. Gap continues to close, an important step in the right direction for NAVI.
Spirit so split. I really thought they'd go back to B after that kill onto Donk, but they were committed. Wonderful makes a hasty rotation to B, or to A rather, after mid is blocked. Bit in dangerous position, still gets out with one.
Knows he's getting re-swung, knows there's more fights, but Bit's been able to elude capture, gets out of there with a 5v3 for NAVI. That's certainly going to change the game plan for Spirit. Bit siphoning 2 from the ranks. That's Donk and Zontix, both dead on this push out towards A. New options have to be explored. New pathways have to open, and to do that, they've got to get past Alexi. 1 for 1 from NAVI's captain. Keeps the advantage firmly with NAVI, and there just isn't time for Spirit. They're going to write this one off. Give NAVI the respect in this round as this CT side starts to build. That's 2 in a row now for NAVI. And the money starting to run dry for Team Spirit. Might just be something a bit more cut and dry for Team Spirit, less fakery, less mid-rounding, and instead just an all-in onslaught over A. Tech9 of Zontix gonna open the round up with a convincing kill downwind onto JL. There's Donk playing in tandem with Zontix as that entry. And they get out with a 4v3. Man advantage, NAVI almost don't want to give this one over. You kind of want to go fish, see if anything presents itself, but it just doesn't feel worth it. You're so far removed here. There's so much ground to cover.
Is given a chance to escape. He'll take it. Again, Zontix leading this into A on the jiggle. Bit's going to be caught off guard.
Zontix is the front man. It gives another opener to Team Spirit. And even as Donk is found in the back line, Zontix continues his aggressive pathing.
Oh, he knew. He just knew he was coming through that smoke.
Turns out it's more than just Shiro that's gone through some changes here. Donk attempts the entry. They still don't know about this player up close on the pillar. Alexi gonna try and bring the fight down into Dark, and Donk will swing him wide to clear out NAVI's captain. First to fall at the hands of Donk in this last round. But there's still more where that came from, still more in the tank. Another crazy multi-kill round.
I'll do it all.
From Spirit Star. Bit creeping up as the bomb looks to get planted for Team Spirit. A slight delay on that has lent NAVI a few more seconds. Bit and Wonderful reclaiming kills. Player spotted out on Jail. Are they ready for Magic's? Wonderful is! He's kept NAVI in this. The first chance to close out Anubis will not come through for Spirit.
Smoke Molly, NAVI, passive, JL. It's a deep smoke that Chopper will play in front of, but JL is aware of how he does it. Does clear that out. Gets blocked by this Molotov, but he still has time to escape. There's no punishment here from Team Spirit. Even as the AWP peeks out, they won't find Alexi. There's an entry, meanwhile, on middle still, and so Spirit have to speed up. This is all they've got.
It was Zontix and Donk on these A-main pushes that helped reignite this T-side once more. Zontix secures that opening. Ooh. Donk could get caught with the bomb out here. Zontix has to provide cover. Instead, Alexi edging past the line, knocked out by Donk. Shiro's AWP holds the line in middle. Missed shot costs him dearly. And so this is the third time of asking for Spirit to take this map over the line. Their pick in this series. The one that sends you into those playoffs. And the reigning champ's getting tested. Donk left up in this 1v1 clutch. A clutch to Wonderful. He's lost once already. This time he looks for his revenge. And he's gonna get it. Donk is a safe pair of hands in these clutches. And with Zontix cooking up openings, Spirit get through Anubis, battered and bruised, the full 24 rounds needed. And so there's stuff that NAVI can go and look at for this exact match to pull out now. Trying to leverage that over Spirit in this 3-0 match, but it's Chopper on the board first. A 5v4 in this pistol straight away for the Spirit squad.
Donk's up close, he sees the shadow. There's players tucked in on the left side, but he's ready to fight. Drops a bomb and all the nades. Donk takes all the glory. 2 kills, trapped back in a box. Wonderful, caged in A main, and Donk does not let him escape. This pistol is clean as you like. Team Spirit come through, they slap NAVI in the face. Hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah, I think this is another thing that's pretty scary about Spirit's train is this seems to be a really good map for Shiro. In fact, thinking back recently to that Astana match in the final even ended up being an overtime affair versus Astralis here. Shiro is very much the guy who kept Spirit in that long enough for Donk to get activated. This is a great map for Europa to excel on, and it's one that Shiro has really found his footing on.
Oh, Zontix uncomfortable here, still manages to squeeze a kill out. Despite getting spotted by Alexi, it won't stop him. Shiro's on a 3-piece right now, and Ema getting fried. It's Spirit 3-0 to start this map. Close. Couldn't even get out. It's a different question entirely.
Shiro gonna hold on to upper. His riflers trying to watch the cross out from ramp. The spillover's in, but there's that crossfire of Zontix and Magix roaring to life. Good couple of kills for Wonderful, but the full rotate arrives. The util's raining in, and he can't go any further. His role on Mirage has adapted over time from how often he would get timing pushed in ramp holds.
I mean, we're seeing a very frustrated looking Navi right now in these camps. Wonderful's tilted. JL laughs it off, but rotates around to B. And they come through this smoke. Magic says no way. Shiro covers the orb, and out B into Donk is not going to be much better. He does die. Humbled finally. Zontic's still here. They must know that. They've gone hunting, they've gone fishing. Chopper rotates to add more to the chaos. And even though Alexi will get this bomb pod, there's nothing more to take from this round. Spirit 7-0. Those playoffs are right around the corner. Still players late to this one. JL on the extremity. Right down they go. Alexi low. Zontix from upper blocks them from gaining space. That gives his teammate in connector a lot more room. Don keeps the pressure on, but he doesn't believe it right now. It's seeming a little bit quiet, a little bit fake. Bit with one kill, everything else comes up for Spirit, and JL, as I said, late as ever, is not here to help out. Ema needs that support now. They're going for kills. They know the bomb pod is unrealistic, but so is this round win with them all falling. JL gets his first kill of the game, and Spirit just sweep it. No stress, no pressure. Every B hit has been stacked to the nines from Team Spirit. No one having an issue. Zontix has been a rock on this B bomb site. Alexi yet to frag, iced out. Is it going to get any better? They pick up the pace and they actually catch Zontix off guard. That's the first time that's happened here for NAVI. They've got to make it worth it.
Yeah, this has to be where you find your first. An untraded 5v4, a gift that NAVI have not had on this T side. Low econ in this round and a spam connection onto JL to open up this retake. Bit is also in hot water. On an aggressive stance, he's let deep into the back line of Spirit, and that left him fighting alone. Wonderful in the feed next, keeps this even. That Deagle continues to find success for NAVI. His teammates fall like flies around him, but Wonderful just won't move a muscle. 3 kills from NAVI's sniper as he puts that Deagle to work. And that's how NAVI pull up with their first round. A low econ B rush.
Wonderful's multi-kill, the only
Spirit
highlight we've seen
so much faith that NAVI won't repeat that B call, that Shiro doesn't even rotate. Shiro's actually pushing all the way through Pop on this AWP. This is going to leave him all on his lonesome and no one nearby to help him. Shiro, on an aggressive push, has gifted another one of these advantages to the NAVI squad.
Surprising to see that. Not supported by his teammates. But Spirit know they've got a player in this corner here. Magix comes in with a clear. JL may have beat the smoke. He won't beat Magix. 1 and 10. And that's something that Fury were countering really well in that game that we've been mentioning, right? It was the Pop and B pushes in sync for Spirit that Fury were really good at shutting down. Spirit haven't even tried that this map. There's still more to show. They don't need to. Saving strats for the playoffs. Donk in final form. And 13 and 5, another multi-kill for this young man as he looks to put them all down here in this A site. It's a matter of time.
Wonderful's given us the one highlight clip for NAVI in this game. But expecting a 1v4 from this position is wishful thinking. He's got one man in the site to worry about, not even aware of that. Tap on the bomb and Spirit charge him down.
Sheesh.
They're going for the throat on this. They want this to be a punishing victory as they are steamrolling NAVI.
Can Navi get anything, a little bit of life in the last round, the last chance? There's only one guy on this B bomb site. Finally, for once, Navi have found the gap. They still need to get through Zontix. Dink are done onto Bit. It might be enough here. There's still a man down. The Lurker makes it in the back line, but Shiro's orb continues to strike, and Chopper and Donk move in for the kill.
JL and Bit are both wounded, both hurting. JL also a long way away and might not even get to play into this final round. Bomb's not planted for him. Ema's got to stay alive, but also has to stop this defuse. There's no right way to play it. Spirit own train. Na'Vi find no life on that T side. Spirit sit just 2 rounds away from a flawless finish in stage 3.
It is storming into the playoffs at a ludicrous pace. Right out A main, classic Spirit pistol, keeping the pressure high, and Alexi does get his first kill in the map so far. Na'Vi trying to fight on this outer site. Through the smoke comes JL. 5 on 3, they've got to close this round, but nothing is guaranteed in this game.
Lost a bunch of the heavy hitters though, and now it's just Chopper left standing, 1v4, as he tries to finesse his way through these smokes. Seek out Na'Vi, but they bring the fight to him. A convincing pistol round leveled against Spirit from this Na'Vi squad. Alexi B finally on the board.
CT Molly means Donk is unperturbed by it. The nades go deep, the flash is perfect. Ema with a hard clear, and Chopper got out of there. Couldn't save his teammate. Something spotted here. I think a shadow for Alexi. Zontix holds pop. They're coming for him. 3 players. How many's he got in him? Disengages. Molly forces the reswing, and right now Na'Vi holding this yard. 4v3. 2 Ivy players walking the smoke as it fades. They need this kill clean if they're going to win this round. Oh, we're cooking.
Don't fall down here. You felt like you'd done the hard part. Dealt with Donk to open up the round. Kept finding success, but Chopper and Shiro have whittled through these remaining players. The Shiro backstab comes in.
Shadow.
And he puts that rifle to work. They up and leave the B site. JL's left far away. And now they double back. He tried to stay 1 step ahead, but Chopper has outmaneuvered JL, leaving him in such a rough spot. 1v2, no info where these players have gotten to. He's at the full mercy of Team Spirit. And with Shiro owning this angle in the connector, Spirit pull up now. Being so hard on themselves on the build-up to the event, they care about peaking at the right time. When you're a player as good, as plainly above the rest as Donk, so firmly #1 in the world, you don't settle for anything less than carving out one hell of a legacy. In his rookie year, world #1, major title and major MVP, achieving something that for any other GOAT contenders took them years. Looking at the likes of Zywoo, 4 years to get his major trophy. Simple, 5 for him from when he first appeared on the HLTV Top 20. It was a long route to the top, but not for Donk, not for this guy. And so Spirit, his team in great form around him, changes to how individuals play into the big picture. And Spirit, taking this in stellar form, sets them up for one hell of playoff potential. The reigning champions make it to the Moody Center. They get through flawlessly, 3-0.